Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank. I'm Jared Floyd. Last shopping day. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Some folks, some spots may be open for Christmas Eve, but you don't want to mess with that. If you've got some last-minute stuff you got to get picked up, get it done today. This morning's forecast made possible by ServPro. 3 locations across our area to better serve you: Shreveport, Monroe, West Monroe, and Natchez. Call or click servpro.com today. I-20 traffic cams, everything moving smoothly along the interstate. If you are heading out traveling this morning, we'll get your traveling done, then get out of the way, because I'll be hitting the road with the family probably in the next hour and a half or so as my daughter screams, "Dada," from the other room, which means I think my wife just started the live stream on YouTube so she can watch me. Either way, again, I-20 moving smoothly if you are out and about. Visibility is okay for the vast majority of our area. We were worried about fog formation tonight, but last night and into this morning, but the visibilities really haven't been much of a problem. We've had enough of a southerly breeze to kind of mix up the atmosphere, and really, even where we've seen the dense fog advisories, visibility for the most part seems to be okay. Let me check just to make sure something real quick. I'm going to hop over to the Louisiana Mesonet, which is operated by the University of Louisiana Monroe. They have cameras. Okay, maybe it's not so great, because Jonesville is socked in with fog right now. If you are on and you are from one of our southern parishes or counties, let us know what visibility. Gina looks okay. Sicily Island. What's Sicily Island? Sicily Island looks okay. But Jonesville was foggy. So again, I guess it just depends on location as to how visibilities are faring this morning. Dense fog advisory is out until 10 a.m. for Catahoula, Concordia, and Tensas parishes. Also stretches into Adams County, Claiborne, and Jefferson counties in Mississippi. So again, the Mississippi Valley, just right along the Mississippi River, from areas like Port Gibson and Newellton and Waterproof southward to Natchez and Faraday and Vidalia and some of those areas as well. Again, exercise caution if you're going to be out and about this morning. And, of course, all of your alerts, dense fog advisories, and severe weather alerts, all those types of things made possible by Allegiance Health Network, providing high-quality, patient-centered care through a clinically integrated network of healthcare professionals. As I mentioned, the winds generally in the 5 to 8 mile an hour range has generally been strong enough to keep fog formation from being widespread across the area. And temperatures this morning do vary depending on location. Mid to upper 60s for the vast majority of the area, but along the Mississippi Valley, we're still in the upper 50s to near 60 degrees, and that was generally what we were expecting in terms of kind of the temperature distribution. We were expecting to be a little bit warmer west and north, and then cooler along the Mississippi Valley this morning, and that's how things have panned out. Dew points a smidge drier there as well, upper 50s to near 60, but the air is pretty much saturated anywhere you go this morning. Again, very warm, humid air mass in place and likely to stay in place for the next several days. Infrared satellite, again, there's quite a bit of cloud cover out there. A lot of it's low clouds, so they're kind of tough to see on the infrared, but they're there. Those clouds will kind of mix out, at least allow for some breaks in the clouds as we go through the afternoon, and that's a trend you should probably get used to over the next several days. Radar made possible by Brown's Roofing. Schedule your free roof inspection at brownsroofingla.com. Good morning, Susie, and thanks so much for joining in the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank. Futurecast made possible by Bayou Power Sports, I-20 Frontage Road in Monroe. Lots of local business mentions this morning, but again, they are the ones that make the Digital Weather Desk possible, and I hope they have a wonderful holiday season. This is your last shopping day at Bayou Power Sports, by the way. Mike made a post yesterday. I saw it, so go check them out if you need their services today. But we continue this same general process through the rest of the week. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, the day after, and into the weekend until we get that weekend cold front. Winds are out of the south, morning clouds, afternoon sunshine, the occasional fog, very warm, no rainfall. That's pretty much what you should take away from the forecast for the rest of the week. Again, sunshine mixes in after some morning clouds this morning. Clouds are back overnight. Sunshine mixes in for Christmas Day. Clouds are back in. Sunshine mixes back in through the afternoon hours on Friday. Cold front arrives on Saturday. So you can see the winds are out of the south ahead of the boundary, out of the north along the front. as it moves through the area on Sunday, mainly during the morning hours. Good morning, Jan. Expect scattered showers to migrate through the area on Sunday. Again, in terms of rain totals, not a lot of fanfare with it, at least how things are shaking out right now. Winds will be out of the north, falling temperatures through the day Sunday and into Monday, and we get a punch of cooler air back into the region. In terms of forecast rainfall over the next 5 days, so, I mean, we're talking, again, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, not a lot in the way of rain chances. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, 5 days. It's early in the morning, folks. Daytime highs today in the mid-70s. So, again, most of our rain chances, rain totals, fall just outside the 5-day window. Mid-70s for highs today, clearing through the afternoon from southeast to northwest. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised for some areas to wake up to sunshine along the Mississippi River. Obviously, there are some, assuming that you're not dealing with the fog, because a lot of areas are still dealing with that. Low clouds are still an issue for a lot of spots, but we should see some peaks of sunshine through the afternoon. Winds will be out of the south. Lows tonight, mid to upper 50s. Again, let's call it upper 50s. I don't think we're going to see a lot of mid 50s. Yeah, 59, 59, 57. Nope, I'm sorry. 59, 58, 57 for overnight lows from El Dorado to Monroe to Natchez. So again, areas of dense fog are our biggest concern. I would not be surprised to see a dense fog advisory for a good chunk of the area tonight, but it just depends on how visibilities pan out. So if you're an early morning traveler, you want to get out early on Christmas Eve, be aware that fog could be a concern. Look at the 7-day forecast made possible by 3B Hardware. Again, Christmas Eve, mid-70s. Christmas Day, mid-70s. Day after Christmas, upper 70s. Approaching 80 on Saturday. Record highs could really fall on any given day in any given location. You know how record highs are. It just depends on what the record highs are for any particular area for any particular day. Some days they're very attainable. Oh, the record high today is only 76. Yeah, we can reach that. Then some days you look at it and you're like, oh, the record high is 83. Probably not going to get there. And it also depends on location. Those record highs go from 78, 77, 83, 82, 74. Again, just depends on what those records are as to whether we could actually see them fall. Morning lows will be in the upper 50s to near 60. We approach the 80-degree mark by Saturday. Again, just depends on location. Cloud cover will play a role in that as well. Can't expect everybody to see the 80-degree mark, but it'll be very warm for this time of year through the rest of the week. We also get the front approaching on Saturday. That compresses the air, and when you compress the air, all the air molecules bounce off each other a little bit faster. It's called compressional warming. Something we could run into Saturday. Temperatures generally fall through the day Sunday. Scattered showers. Much cooler for Monday and Tuesday. Have highs in the 40s both days. Morning lows could fall back below freezing for Tuesday morning. In fact, I plan on them being back below freezing during that stretch. So that's how we set up for the next week. Trish, good morning to you. And that's how the forecast shakes out on this Christmas Eve, December 23rd, as we get ready to cruise through the rest of this week. Your Too Long Didn't Read comes out at 9:30. Fish and Game comes out tonight. This is the only live stream you will get from me today. And as I mentioned during the forecast refresh and all the live streams yesterday, and I've been alluding to it for the last couple of days, even going into late last week, the Floyd family travel schedule resumes today. We were out of town over the weekend. We'll be out of town starting later today. So you will still get updates frequently, but those updates will not be 3 live streams a day like they usually are. May have some live streams, some videos, some article-like posts with discussions and pictures and graphics and stuff like that. It's going to be a combination of all those types of things, but you're not going to miss anything important. A, because there's not a whole lot happening, and B, if anything important is going to happen, I'm taking the mobile studio with me. I'll have a camera, I'll have microphones, I'll have all the stuff I need to be able to show you what I need to show you and tell you what I need to tell you in terms of the weather over the next several days. We'll also still be able to update the website and the app. That goes with me everywhere as well. So forecasts can be found at digitalweatherdesk.com and on the Digital Weather Desk app available for Apple and Android users. And like I said, just updates will be here, but there's also not a lot to talk about. And I've tried to also warn folks of that for the last couple of days as well, is that if anybody's trying to tell you to freak out about the weather for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, the only thing you should be freaking out about is which pair of shorts and flip-flops to wear, because it's really quiet. Again, forecast is available on the website, the app. I'll check in with you over the next couple of days. Safe travels to those that are hitting the roads. And again, get out of my way. Just kidding. And thanks so much for making this part of your day. To our local business sponsors and partners, thank you all so much for making the first several months of the Digital Weather Desk powered by Century Next Bank such a success. It is not possible without you fine folks, and we appreciate them wholeheartedly. All right, that's it. Have a great day. I'll check in with you over the next couple of days. Have a very Merry Christmas if you don't catch me live between now and then. And we'll resume a more regular, more frequent schedule by Monday. Kind of back to normal Monday. We don't really do a whole lot for New Year's around here except change the calendar. Gloria, Janet, thanks so much for joining in, and thanks so much to you for making the Digital Weather Desk powered by Century Next Bank part of your day. Always glad you're here. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.